Capricorns, I am also, again, doing the Fairy Tarot decks and the Archangel Power decks from Radley Valentine. They are mixing it up, saying who's the first 3 cards, who's the last 3 cards. So the angels for you are all about it. So they're first, and the fairies are going to be the last 3 cards for that. I shuffle before every thing, but they want me to shuffle more. They want me to not do it. Okay. Yes. It's Capricorn. Okay. So this is the Archangel Power Tarot deck first. I got to tell you the first, before I put my glasses on to read everything, the first thing that they're telling me, and as a channel of Archangel Michael, he's saying this loud and proud, loud and clear, actually, and just saying this is a new layer of fear that is being released in September for everybody. Please look at it. Please face it. Please don't pretend it's not there. Or being like, well, I was afraid 3 months ago, but I'm not anymore. They're like, no, go do another layer. Okay. That's the freedom you're creating in September for manifestation. So he's not saying that out of nowhere. And for Capricorn, he's starting out with the 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. So this is fear. Okay, your worry is unnecessary. So straight up, he's coming out of the gate with that. Thank you. Focus on the thoughts, your thoughts on the outcome you desire. So it's literally like everything is awesome, and I've been giving this mantra to everybody. Everything's working out for me. I'm so lucky. Everything's working out for me, or everything always works out for me because it does. You know, so it's like that kind of thing. And this is also Raphael's coming up. It says embrace your inner child. This is what it means for me, is like you're going back in time. I don't mean you have to go do deep therapy work. You can if you want, but you can also be like, hey, these fears that I learned aren't real. They're not my life. Okay. And everyone knows this, but it's not like like, you gotta be careful crossing the street because you might die getting hit by a car. If that's true. That's a real fear. You need to make sure you can eat, right? You have to have shelter, things like that. That's real. But what you need, anything else, like afraid of judgment, afraid of my own screwing up, afraid of being laughed at, or afraid of like, what if it fails? Okay, whatever, dude, go into it. And they're saying use your positive thinking of what you want, because you're not going to be dissuaded, and it's going to come true. They said maybe not the way you think, but it's going to. So let it happen. So, and they're showing me the path can be like this, but moving forward. And it can be fun. It can be like one of those lazy rivers that's a little faster than that. So this is new friends and rekindled relationships, children or childhood. So they're really wanting you to go back and release something old is what I'm getting with this one. But also through releasing of that, and you don't have to do it in some cheesy way. You know, it's true. This is all true. You go back and you release, and because everything informs us. So like, ask Michael to be released. Ask the universe. Ask other people who've done this as well, because you're going to have new relationships that are based on that freedom. They get it. They get that kind of thing. And this is Archangel Jophiel is the final card for the Archangels. This is release yourself from that which holds you back, from that which holds you back. And this is Michael saying it's fear. Jophiel, actually, I asked Jophiel to like pink my shit out. And I mean that like pink out my brain, pink out my thoughts, pink out my nervous system, like add some pink sparkle, because she beautifies things. So this is detox, beautify my thoughts, beautify my emotions, beautify the vibration around me so that I am moving forward. So I'm going to request that you guys also that an unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence, which is fear-based. Okay. Michael is being so clear, and I'm thanking him for his clarity for you guys. It's another layer. I mean, again, when people go, well, everybody knows that. Yes, but this is a bigger one in September. It's for everybody. Really root some stuff out, because it doesn't have to be that dramatic. I'm really into the fact that it can be magically gone. Okay, because you've decided to look at it and being like, I don't need it anymore. I'm willing to let go of that part of me that was afraid like that, or just willing to let go of the fear, not necessarily that part of you. Okay. Underneath the 9 of Michael, saying your worry is unnecessary. Wonderful news is on its way if you let it happen. That's from the fairies. Magical manifestation, wonderful news, success and public recognition if you are not worried about what you're doing, if you're just doing what you love. Okay? Underneath, embrace your inner child is indecision holding you back. You know, it's literally about, it's fear. Should I do it or should I not? They're like, yeah, this is holding you back. They're just saying, embrace your inner child. And they mean that go back, release anything. And it doesn't mean you have to know what, where or when or anything like that. It's just like, yeah, this shit came from before. I don't know how old I was. Does it matter? No. Is it useful? No, but it was, I guess, at the time. But is it now? No. So this is saying, be clear with that. Clarity is your friend, because that will get you where you want to go, and you will be acknowledging the fear that you had. And they're bringing me back to a lot of, yeah, you guys have some childhood stuff, okay? Some childhood stuff. But it doesn't have to be dramatic. It's just knowing, like, oh, okay, I have some childhood stuff. I'll go back and just be like, hey, I was afraid of this thing. What were the thoughts I was thinking? What was going on with me at the time? Yeah, I'm not interested in reacting against that anymore. Okay. So that's where it is. It doesn't have to be hugely dramatic. So for Jophiel, who we asked her to pink it out and saying, don't worry, and use your positive thoughts and detox your fear. Yeah. Detox, and she'll detox for you. You don't have to be like, how do I do that? You can do that with a lot of different ways, but she'll do it. You ask Jophiel, she'll do it. Like, pink it out, beautify my space, beautify my cells, beautify my energetic being. You know, ask her, see what happens. And the Princess of Summer is a new relationship or emotional experience when you do. Okay, and the relationship is with you. And it's going to affect the relationships you have with others anyway. You're less afraid and you feel more clean and detoxed. And clean means clear. Okay. It just means more clarity of what's real and what's not. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with too. Invitation. So you will be, okay, thank you. This is like asking the universe to have compassion for your fear and have compassion for your own fear. Not like it was a fly that you need to squash, but saying, yeah, I understand why I was afraid. I understand. But ask Jophiel to pink it out for you and be like, hey, I can release. This is not real anymore for me. I'm going to sparkle it out. What if I wasn't afraid? What if there's no like, I don't, you know, so that's what they're saying. So the Princess of Summer is gentle, sensitive, kind, and inexperienced. It's new. It's a new beginning. It's a new, but it's a great beginning. And it's a compassionate beginning for you, with you. So this is dealing with some stuff in September for you guys. You are actually dealing with some stuff, Capricorn. But don't forget, wonderful news is on its way. Your worry is unnecessary. Embrace your inner child. That can be like compassion for the fears that you've had. So this isn't saying they're wrong and bad. Having compassion for them allows them to release without judging them. And I know that can be strange to hear at times, but the more compassion you have for how you've been, the easier it will be to move forward and let it go with ease, because that's what we want. We want to move forward with ease. I always ask for that now. And September, you will be. They're just giving you they're showing you what might pop up. Any worry or fear or trying to dig in and be right. They're just saying, what's that all about? How are you afraid to be seen? They want fear. They want you to look at where it comes from in a neutral way, have compassion for it, and move on to another level. Okay? That is September.